Good morning to all of you. In today's lab, we will perform the next practical which is related to virtual LAN, which is also known as a VLAN, right? So the full name is Virtual Local Area Network. Till now, we have implemented the practicals related to local area network. But now, we will implement about a virtual LAN, right? So for that, let me present my Cisco packet tracer screen with you all. And you also bring your laptop and start Cisco packet tracer. Till now we have not learned VLAN in a theory. So what I will do, I will discuss about the point that what is VLAN, why we need VLAN, what are the applications, right? Real-time applications. And then we will practically implement the same. Okay, so my Cisco screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see, the full name is Virtual Local Area Network, right? Like if you are having a many local area network in a you have created, right, for your organizations, and now you want to combine that all the local area network, but logically, not physically. Say for example, if big hotels are there, previously the scenario is so at every floor many rooms are there. So previously what happens that on every floor one switch is allocated and that switch will handle the rooms which are available to that floor only. On a second floor another switch will be there that will handle that floor rooms for the internet functionality, right? Now see, the switch functionality is to combine that all the devices of particular floor's room and forward the data to the next level. So another solution is what instead of using multiple switch at different floor, what we can do is use only one switch, logically combine all floor devices with that one switch only, right? So that's how you can utilize the same network functionality by less number of switches, devices, right? So virtual LAN basically it will combine multiple network or multiple devices logically to one. Like you will use only one switch to combine multiple local area network. So same scenario we will create over here. For that, just take one switch, go to switch, select TT switch over here. Okay, now take end devices that is PC. Say for example, see this will be in a one local area network. This will be in another local area network like this. So take all these devices first.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, today clearly observe over here. See, we till now we have used automatically choose connection type, but today we will go with copper straight through cable. So for that, see, at this end, PC you have to select fast Ethernet 0. At this end, select 0 1. Again, yeah, you just do one by one. Otherwise, it will create the error.
मैम इसमें स्विच में कौन सा था?
At a switch end, you have to select fast Ethernet 0 1.
ओके, डन मैम.
Now select again same cable. At a PC 0, a PC 1 it will have fast Ethernet 0, but at a switch end you have to select fast Ethernet 1 1.
डन मैम, डन.
Again take the same cable, come to PC 2. At this end fast Ethernet 0, but at a switch end fast Ethernet 2 1. For the last PC, at a switch end you have to select fast Ethernet 3 1. So just take all this connection.
ओके मैम, हो गया.
Yeah. So see, we have provided the connection, right? Now go to this again. Shape we will create. So draw free form. Select this round. Right now we not will take the colors. So only this. Consider this as a one local area network, and this is another local area network. Let's take the label also. Like this is our VLAN. You can assign any ID, right? You can assign a VLAN 10. Then this will say VLAN 20. According to your number of networks, you can take these IDs. So first take this two shape and VLAN ID.
डन मैम.
Okay. For this PC, we have to assign the value. So again, take the label. For this PC, we will assign 192.168.10.1. This one is 2 because 1 we have to assign for this network. And for next PC, we will assign 192.168.10.3. At this end, like for PC2 and PC3, we have to assign another ID. For PC3, first we will assign 192.168.20.1. For this PC, we will assign 192.168.20.32. This will be 3. Okay, like this way.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to the PC 0. Go to desktop configuration. Value you have to write 2.168.10.2. Press the tab. Default gateway will be 192.168.10.1. Right? Provide this value.
मैम डिफ़ॉल्ट गेटवे जो है वो स्विच का है ना?
हाँ हाँ
10.1 जो है?
yes yes like switch to this VLAN 10. This will be default gateway.
Yes, yes. Switch will be default and the all PCs will connect to switch.
Yes. Now come to the this PC. Go to desktop IP configuration. Value how to assign.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now come to this end. Click on PC3. Desktop IP configuration. Value we have to provide. Okay. Now come to next PC2. Desktop IP configuration. At this end, you have to provide 192.168.20.3. Press a tab over here. Complete this configuration first.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now click on the switch. Go to config. see, we have to create this virtual LAN database, right? Over here, uh, VLAN number, like we have create a maximum that is 20. Name you can assign anyone, say for example lab 1, or you can give any name, then you have to add this. Okay, you not have to put a space over here in a name. Then go to CLI.
Done.
Yeah. Over here, you just enter, exit it. So you will be on a switch mode. First, you have to enable it. So write EN. Then we have to config this. So CONFI. It will ask you wants to configure. Then you have to press the enter. So it will come in a switch and config mode. First, write these two commands.
नहीं, मेरे में कमांड नहीं चल रहे हैं।
Uh, in that case, first you write exit, right? 2-3 times. You must need to be this switch and has until you have to write exit.
मैम वो टर्मिनल वाला तो आ गया, लाइक कॉन्फ़िगरिंग फ्रॉम टर्मिनल मेमोरी और नेटवर्क टर्मिनल, उसके बाद नहीं
Then
आ
you
रहा।
have to press enter.
ओके,
That is the reason I'm waiting after writing
यस
one.
यस, डन डन।
Yeah. Another student have raised the query. It's resolved at their end. See, if you are on another part, you just write exit, EXIT. Right? You will come to this switch and has. Then you have to write command EN, that is for enabling. Config terminal, simply you have to write CONFI. Then press enter. Again, you have to press the enter. Over here, we will create the database, right? Already we have created the database ID. But see, like any organization, big organization, whether it is Infosys, TCS, Gandhinagar, even they are having TCS is having its branch, and internationally they are having their branches. But in every branch, a few departments will be fixed, like marketing, developing, HR. This will be the by default at every place. Now, at any department, any organization, there will be a branch. So we have to create a branch database. Just a second, I'm out due to network issue. Let me present my screen again. And I was discussing like about to be updated every branch. Okay. So now what we will do, we will create the virtual LAN. So over here, command will be VLAN space ID you have to assign. So first VLAN we have assigned a 10. Now you can assign any name. I'm giving name marketing. Then you have to exit. So first create this VLAN, and again it depends on the local area network or organization. If it contains 5 departments, so 5 VLAN you have to create.
मैम VLAN 10 उसके नीचे क्या लिखा है?
Enter देके name space marketing. Like I have created that department. This is actually the syntax to create the VLAN.
Okay, ma'am, done.
Now another VLAN with the ID that is 20, right? Let's give the name like HR. Then again exit. Second time you have to write the exit. So we'll be out from that configuration. See, right now I have created one department at both the LAN, VLAN, right? VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Later on, if you create another network and you want combine with this virtual network, so you can create like VLAN space 30 and name equal to like developing, right? You can expand your network, and according to that, have to configure this all the functionality. Now later on, suppose you want to check how many VLAN are available. So command is show space VLAN. So in your network, whatever the VLAN are available, it will list out over here. Like I have created marketing and HR. So that will be added over here in a database. This is like you are accessing this value from the database, and command is show space VLAN. So at any network, whatever the virtual LAN are available, you can check at a switch. Like this is about the basic VLAN, right? Nowadays, for the security concern, 3 types of VLANs are available. Like the first one, that is port base. Like we know that for every network, port functionality we have discussed. Like for HTTP, port number 80 is allocated. So you can create your VLAN for a more concern of security. Port base you can create, protocol base also you can create, and the third one, that is address base, that is MAC address, right? Like you want to bind only port number 80 is allowed for virtual LAN. You are allowing only HTTP protocols and specific MAC ID. Like in your network, you know how many devices are connected. So we'll bind that devices, and only that can access this database, right? So that's how for the security concern, these are the 3 types. Suppose you want to apply a port base VLAN. This is the next point, right? Basic VLAN configuration we have done. Now the next point, like if you want to do the process of uh, port base. So for that we will write next command. First you have to write config. Again press the enter. Now we have to provide the interfaces, right? Okay, so interface space. We know that for the switch to first device. I know if you want to check, you can just close this window and click on that connection. It is fast Ethernet 0/1. Now on that we will apply switch port space. We are allowing access. access space VLAN. Now for first PC ID is 10. So you have to write 10 and then exit. So write the same command in your system.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, now same way we have to configure all the interfaces over here. So see, we are in a config mode. So directly we will start with the interface space fast Ethernet 1/1. That is from switch to PC1. Then press the enter. Switch port space access. Then VLAN again ID is 10. Then exit from this. So basically for this connection, for this interface, you are allowing a switch port access. That means port based security you are assigning. Whenever any switch will broadcast the data, it will be received through this interface. Okay, now for the next interface, pass Ethernet, that is 2/1. Then switch port access VLAN ID will be changed, that is 20 over here. Then again write the exit. First complete this command.
Ma'am, what will happen with these commands?
That's what I'm explaining. See what we are doing. We are accessing, allowing access. Previously, what happens that all the local area networks are connected logically, right? But in that case, security may be violence. If at any point, if any hacker will hack, so all the data will be received. Over here, suppose you want to limit your access, you want to restrict the access. Basically, VLAN will broadcast the data. All the networks which are logically connected, it will receive all the data. Now, suppose you want to restrict, provide more security. So, three possibilities are there. It can be port based, it can be, I told, like a MAC address base or a protocol base. So, for that is the reason we are doing this. Basic VLAN is done. Now we are doing some advanced level. Over here
In
on
short,
this,
it will provide data to a user to
yes,
access
yes,
the data.
access. You are providing the access.
Okay, okay.
So this user can get the data. Later on, suppose you don't want to give access to all the PC, so you just limited on how much user you want to allow the access.
Yeah, so it's manually to admin.
Now the last interface is remain, so interface space fast Ethernet 3/1. Next one, that is switch port space access VLAN space 20, then exit. Right, so ultimately you have provide the access to this much PC, which are part of different VLAN. Okay, now just close this window. Take one PDU, drop it from PC0 to PC1 first. We will get the successful over here. Drop it from another this one, that is also success. Now drop it from PC0 to another VLAN PC. It will take the time, then it will going to be success. So basically
मैम
this
कैसे
how
करना है वो?
just drop one PDU from PC0 to PC1. So what you have done, you have logically see one switch is there only, but you have combined this VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 together with one switch only. Previously, what happens for this VLAN you have to assign one switch, another VLAN local area network you have to provide another device. So to overcome that thing, logically you can combine this two local area network, and that will be considered as a virtual local area network, like that. Now for today's practical, what you have to do, I will provide you the definition like for this practical, I will create the same in a Google Classroom. You have to add the screenshot, also theory about VLAN, its advantage, disadvantage. Also you have to differentiate between local area network and virtual local area network and its application. That all the points you have to add for this practical. So start your work. Second thing, I hope all of you are working on your Netcad account. You must have to fill your course feedback form. Yesterday was the last date. If you will fill course feedback form, then and then you are allowed to access your final exam for module 1. So continue with your work. After some times, I will ask you to present your screen.
मैम वो सिस्को का कोर्स था वही बोल रहे हो ना, M1?
हाँ हाँ.
मैम उसका तो सिर्फ एग्जाम ही बाकी है, बाकी सब तो हो गया.
कोर्स फीडबैक फिल कर दिया.
1 second.
This is your practical number 9, right? And I have provided the definition in a chat. Let me create the same in your Google Classroom. And make sure you upload your all the practicals periodically.
मैम कोर्स फीडबैक में डन आ रहा है, मतलब ब्लू टिक है।
That's what I'm telling you. Yesterday was the last date. Before that, you have to fill the course feedback. If you fill course feedback, then it will activate your final exam.
मैम हैंड्स ऑन स्किल टेस्ट बाकी है, वो क्या करना है उसका?
That deadline is also gone.
तो चलेगा ना मैम वो?
At the end, you have to score more than 75%.
मैम कैन आई शेयर माय स्क्रीन सो यू कैन सी? मुझको थोड़ा सा समझ नहीं आ रहा वो।
Just wait after some times, right? I will take that screen.
ओके मैम।
Yeah, okay. Just present it. We'll resolve it right now.
ओके, कैन यू सी मैम?
Just a second. Right? Yeah, okay. Yes.
हाँ मैम, ये सारे कंप्लीट हो गए। ये एक ही बचा है मैम, हैंड्स ऑन स्किल, बाकी सब कंप्लीट एंड फाइनल
Oh,
एग्जाम।
final exam will be activated on a 28.
ओके मैम।
Yes. What about other students?
मैम
Yes.
मैं जब एग्ज़ाम दे रहा था मेरे एग्ज़ाम ओपन नहीं रहे थे, सिर्फ क्विज ही हुए हैं, वो मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा।
What?
मैं जब एग्ज़ाम देने जा रहा था ना 15
हाँ
या 14 तारीख को,
हाँ।
तो मेरा एग्ज़ाम ओपन नहीं हो रहा था, लेकिन सिर्फ क्विज हो रही है।
क्या हो रहा है?
ओनली क्विज हुई है।
But see, at any point, if you are facing the problem, you can contact to me. Now you are telling once the deadline is gone.
मैंने
Before
आपको
the,
टेलीग्राम में मैसेज किया था, आपका रिप्लाई नहीं आया, तो फिर मैंने
no, I have replied to every student. You just present your screen.
मैम वो प्री टेस्ट एग्जाम जो थी ना फर्स्ट वाली, तो उसमें मेरे को पता नहीं था कि कैसे करना है, तो मेरे को उसमें बहुत कम स्कोर है, तो डज इट मैटर?
That doesn't matter if you are having a less score. But at least
इन द प्री टेस्ट ना?
you have to at least attempt. Once
यस
you
मैम,
will do
अटेम्प्ट कर
that,
लिया,
yeah,
बाकी
yeah.
सब में 80 प्लस है।
मैम
Yes, yes, Sagar, your screen is visible. Yeah, just ask.
देखो मैं अभी चैप्टर 1 में जा रहा हूँ।
But now, right now, it will not work because
ये
deadline is.
मैसेज आ
Yeah,
रहा था मुझे, उस दिन भी ये मैसेज आ रहा था, पता नहीं क्यों। जब एग्जाम ओपन थी ना तब भी मुझे ये मैसेज आ रहा था।
but here we have activated for all division students. It's not like your one is not activated. Remaining all the students have given this.
मेरा तो
And
ये
in
लिखा आ
which
रहा था।
browser you open this?
क्या?
In which browser you open this?
क्रोम ब्राउजर।
Yeah, in a Chrome it's work, right?
यस।
Okay, so right now just follow the things. Complete the task for practical first. Then we are having enough time, so at that time we just switch with the Cisco course.